Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2025 Season 12 Episode 9. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 8. Of course there's going to be spoilers, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So on the app there was a thing about Blue's look back on his Love Island journey, which is also on YouTube. So from the face-off with Shay to that kiss with Shakira, Blue is ready to unpack his time in the villa. There's also the first look of Yasmin asking Dejan a bold question, and a new bombshell is also coming. So say hello to Harrison. Meg confronts Yasmin and Tony about a question Dejan was asked. Plus, whilst the boys have big decisions to make in a recoupling, the new bombshell is on his way. So yeah, Harrison may not be a goalie, but he's here to prove he's a keeper. So yeah, Connor asked like what happened. I don't know who he asked, but like what happened between Shay and Tommy. People laughed at Tommy and the lanky lamppost comment. Harry and Helena spoke. If Helena hears any more Shakira jokes, she said she's done. Tony and Emily spoke. Basically saying, you know, Connor was wanting to go to the hideaway. She loves Tony, Emily does. So she wanted to just say that, but I guess Tony rather heard it from Connor, maybe, I don't know. Ramel and Alima spoke. Alima said it, you know, it was disrespectful that Ramel was cracking sexual jokes in the challenge. Tony pulled Connor and saying that she was removing herself from the triangle, basically. Melisha then pulled Meg. Dejan was asked by Yasmin if he would have a threesome with her and Tony as a joke. Then Dejan got pulled over by Meg and said, I'll answer you later. Then Connor and Emily kissed on the terrace, and then she said, have you been to the toilet to brush your teeth? And he was like, what are you talking about? And then he said, have you had Doritos or something? Connor and Emily were going to go to the hideaway tonight, and everyone was cheering and clapping. Dejan said to Meg about Yasmin's comment about the threesome. Meg and Dejan, I don't know if they kissed or something. I'm not too sure if they were in bed. Shakira and Ben spooned. Tommy and Megan spooned. Harry was on Helena and they were kissing. Connor and Emily kissed. The others did nothing. Connor said he had a hard-on for about 3 hours and that he couldn't go back to the other islanders. Tommy and Megan spoke. He said he wants to, clear the air with Shay, like completely shut it off and talk about it. Meg pulled Yasmin and Tony about the threesome comments. Yasmin has been wanting to speak to Dejan, but then spoke to Meg saying, you know, if you are closed off, then she's not going to go for it. But if you are open, then I will speak to him. Ramel and Alima spoke. Alima asked if Ramel is a simp. They had a kiss as well. Dejan and Meg, and then Meg was saying, oh, you'll have a nice chat with Yasmin today. And then he was like, what? Why? About the threesome comment, she was saying. She was like rubbing sun cream on his back. Melisha then pulled Dejan. Yasmin and Dejan spoke. He wasn't sure if she was interested in him, but she is. Emily and Connor spoke. Then they got a text about the recoupling. The boys would choose who they wanted to recouple up with. So Ben picked Shakira as his passenger princess, and she had these very nice flower earrings as well. Tommy wants to continue to grow with Megan. Then Ramel is all eyes for Alima. And then Connor could be catching feels for Emily because they've recoupled. Then Harry's got the heart eyes for Helena. Dejan wants to continue to build things with Meg. And then Shay chooses to crack on with Yasmin. Before like Meg sat down as well, she accidentally hit Dejan in the face with her phone. So yeah, the two girls that weren't picked were Melisha and Tony, and we thought, oh, they're both going to go, is one going to go? But we find out Harrison, as I said, the bombshell, is waiting to take both of them, but only one will return. That decision will be his. So Harrison, he's 22 years old. He's originally from Derby, but he now lives in Miami as a professional footballer. He said the Americans, they love the British accent. Dejan and Meg spoke about the speech that, he did. He said that he's not going to pull Malisha. Meg is her number one. There was both. I feel they were both good dates, Harrison, but I feel like Tony might be better. Well, one, she's from America, so a bit of domestic travel there, for Harrison. He does go to Black Tate when he's in London, so Malisha could be something, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, there was also other things on the app. Blue is back and ready to spill the tea. We're really spoiling you here at the morning after with yet another dumped Islander interview. He's back from the island and ready to tell all on his experience. You guessed it, Amy Hart, India Pollock and Maddie Grace Jepson are joined by dumped Islander Blue. Then we have the first look for tonight's episode where Harry and Yasmin take a steamy trip to the terrace. Harry and Yasmin went from 0 to 100. Give that a watch, because I think Helena could be a bit mad after what's happened here, and who knows, they could have a kiss or something. I can see it coming. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.